Something that everybody's familiar with is lavender. Loves to be baked in the sun. Hardly any water once fully established.
Planting smart, creating landscapes and gardens that will flourish in long, hot Okanagan summers. That's the goal of a new initiative through the Okanagan Basin Water Board's WaterWise program. It's a campaign aimed at helping residents make water work and has expanded this year to include a plant collection full of drought-resistant options.
With the plant collection, we're going from tips to providing the plant material. This is what we want you to use. So you're going to go into a garden center and you'll be able to find the plants that we want you to be using on your landscape.
For me, it's very, very exciting because I've been promoting xeriscape since I discovered it in 1992, and there's always been the missing part of people wanting the plants, but where do we get them?
The majority of the plants that are involved in the program we've been growing for years, but just trying to create awareness that these are great alternatives that are lower water use than some of the traditional garden favorites.
The Russian sage, a really fast-growing, beautiful blue-flowered shrub in the late summer. Once again, once it's established within a year, you'll never need to really worry too much about watering.
With Bylands Nursery providing many of the plants to garden centers up and down the valley, creating awareness of xeriscaping options and the wide array of colorful and diverse plants that are available is a key message of the campaign. It's also about ensuring water is used effectively on the landscapes.
You water long and slow, but not as many days, so that you encourage the water to seep down deeply. Once these plants get deep roots down there, then they tap into some of the groundwater, and therefore they're more likely to be resistant to the problems of drought.
You can reduce your water use by between 30 and 100% depending on what kind of plants you use.
With a lower than average snowpack and predictions for a hot, dry summer, the Make Water Work campaign was announced a month earlier than it has been since its initial launch in 2011. With 24% of all water usage in the Okanagan being used on landscapes, the message of this year's campaign is key to water conservation.
In West Kelowna, we're on stage 1 water restrictions a month or so earlier than usual because we sense that this could be a very challenging year.
We actually have less water available per person than anywhere in Canada, and yet we use almost 2 times more than the average Canadian. So there's a lot of room there for us to really make a difference and try and limit the amount of water that we're using on our landscape.
I feel that we as gardeners can make a huge difference. I think we do here in the valley waste a lot of our valuable water on our lawns and gardens, and we need to actually sit there and be more focused about how we can make a difference.
For tips on how you can help conserve water on your landscapes, as well as for a list of garden centers and available plants, visit makewaterwork.ca. There you can also take the Make Water Work Pledge, which will enter you into a draw that includes the grand prize of a WaterWise yard upgrade. Reporting for Go Okanagan on Shaw TV, I'm Brendan Osborne in Kelowna.